Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to Let's Play Super Metroid. I'm your host today, SoundScene09. And last time we left off, we collected tons of upgrades, missiles, super missiles, energy tanks. I think we even picked up another reserve tank along the way, which was pretty freaking sweet. Yeah. Today, we're in Crateria, although we will be going to Brinstar temporarily, and I think I said something along the lines of, I'll explain what the heck that means, because I remember saying somewhere, I keep saying words. It's like I want to sing that one song from, what do they call, Destiny's Child? Say my name, bum 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 bum. Don't know the lyrics, but I'm gonna improvise on the spot right here. Say my name, Okay, that's enough. Seriously, dude. You already did enough cringe-worthy stuff within the first few minutes. Alright, what are we doing in here? What? Well, what are we doing? You're the one controlling, dude! I think we're picking up some kind of upgrade, but let's take a look here. Yeah, this is actually a portion that's not shown up on the map. But it's a pretty nifty little room. When you come here, you're going to want to make sure you have the Ice Beam and the Speed Boost. If you don't have both of those, don't bother with this room because you can't do what you need to do. So we need to freeze these puddles of goo again. I kind of forgot the name. I want to say Bologna or Bologna-Yuns, but that doesn't sound like it's correct either. So, future self! Thank you. Appreciate it, dude. I know I'm a dummy, but I appreciate your patience. Dude! How even? Probably I didn't give myself enough runway. Come on now. I know you don't know how to land planes, but you need to make sure you know your... Get out of there! Get out of there! Get out of the acid! Jeez, man, I don't want to boil her a lot, or have her digested. What's the matter with you, you disgusting piece of trash? It seriously looks like somebody vomited down there. Or I guess another appearance description for it is it looks like a bunch of beer. That old classic beer that is very much an acquired taste. Anyway, with that, we got ourselves another super missile! Hoorah! 4 out of 10, baby. Yeah. Alright, and the best way to get out of here is... Actually, it's the only way, I think, because you can't... I don't think you can power bomb through speed boost panels. You might be able to, but I'm almost certain that in order to get rid of the speed boost platforms or icons, you need to either... I almost said spark shine, but it's shine spark across, which, by the way, that's the name of the technique I keep using, but I keep misremembering what it's called. I just know you need to use the speed boost to trigger it, not to be confused with being triggered, of course, because I'm sure that annoys people whenever they keep hearing the phrase, "Oh, you're triggered," you know, and in reality there's, I guess, a technical term for it. Also, by the way, I completely did not know this, but you could actually just get through here using bombs. I mean, I knew this was in existence, but I thought you needed to use power bombs. No, right here where the original Mother Brain was in Metroid 1. If you bomb through that, you'll find yourselves another missile pack. So we could have had one additional missile pack going into Norfair, Brinstar, all that good stuff. But yeah, we only have 110 missiles altogether. You know, it's not like we were really hurting for missiles. Anywho, with that said, oh, well, I didn't even duck, dude. That was my own bad. I should have ducked. I also should consider maybe looking up and seeing if I change the combinations of laser shots that we have, because I know we got the Spacer Beam, the Wave Beam, and the Ice Beam, and I'm curious to see, like, if we change it up a little bit, do we get even stronger beams per chance? Like if we take off the Ice Beam or not the Ice Beam, take off like the Spacer Beam and see what happens if we just have the Wave Beam. Does it maybe change our shot to something even more amazing? Like, do we get some rainbow shots or something? Or no, then maybe that's later. Anyway, that's enough of that. So I hope you all are doing wonderfully today. It is actually... we're in the month of December. I think it's the 2nd day of December, specifically. By now, you probably have all witnessed me finish up Chapter 3 of Paper Mario. Thank gosh, my goodness, boy! It felt like eons to finish that, but admittedly I did finish that at least quicker than I took to finish Chapter 2. But I think the reason I took so long to finish Chapter 2 in Paper Mario is because we had that whole freaking desert, and there was 2 videos of that I had to finish. Oh yeah, by the way, there was an energy tank there. I'm sure you guys have eyes, you can see that. Did I want to? Yeah, I guess I'll show this. If you use a power bomb right here, you'll blast through this little stack of platforms, and you're probably thinking like, okay, what was the point of that? Well, actually, there is a spot up top here. Maybe I can wall jump a little bit. What you would do is you would shine spark up through that platform, and you would make your way to the top there. But it leads to a room filled with water, and as you might remember, water tends to hinder our jumping capabilities. So there really isn't any point to go in there. I mean, I could show off a really rare once in a... I think it's the only time, maybe, where one of our gadgets, our X-ray scope, shows a platform that is normally invisible. It actually shows it being visible. Because so far, whenever we've used the X-ray scope, it's just shown us passageways or caverns that have been hidden behind all kinds of walls that weren't actually existent, you know. But anywho, not that big a deal, really. What was I saying before that? Oh, yeah, I was just talking about Paper Mario. Oh, jeez, I completely spaced out and forgot. Because this is a different project. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had to get that out of my system. If my voice sounds a little different, that is because I'm using my Logitech headset that I used to use, well, pretty much for everything. Once I think it was like part 60 or 40 something in Ocarina of Time when I first started using it. And then from then on, you'll notice that it's pretty much been my main mic I've used through every project. Although I did get, admittedly, much better at controlling the volume of my voice and the gameplay footage, so that way my voice doesn't sound like a muffled bowl is shoved in my face, and I'm talking like one of those those ancient grocery store speakers.
Can we have so-and-so to check out, please? So-and-so to check out. Thank you.
Yeah, that was my impression of them hanging up. The reason I'm using the old headset that I originally had, which actually gets the job done pretty nice, especially since I've learned a lot of tricks to help clean up the audio to make it sound much prettier, is because I actually originally was borrowing the microphone. It was a Rode microphone from my stepbrother. Once again, J-Man, if you're watching this, thank you very much for letting me use it when you did. I had to return it to him, but all the same, it's not a big deal because I can make this work. If I couldn't, then, well, I clearly haven't learned anything in the past. How many years have I been doing this? I've been doing this for, it feels like forever, but it's really only probably been about 5 years. Technically 6, but since the project that I originally did is no longer up, I guess we could just say 5 years to be accurate, with evidence provided, you know, because evidence is everything in this courtroom. So saith Edgeworth himself. Objection! Alright, so now that we're done in here, let's go ahead and, I'm going to take a look at our map in a sec, but first I want to go ahead and make our way to the ship, so we can recover any and all lost ammunition, etc. Go ahead and show off our little bit of speed boost jumping here. Oh yeah, that's kind of a weird thing. Somehow this ship actually has super missiles, power bombs, and plenty of spare energy to give us, even though some of this equipment we didn't come here originally with. But I think maybe somebody made a reasoning for this, and I think I could see that as being a logical conclusion. I think Samus may have had a way to teleport at least one bit of ammunition or one bit of the contents that she's picked up, the armor or the arsenal of power she's gotten, back to the ship. She has like a way to teleport her back, and then that's how come the ship has that rechargeable ability. Real quick, I figure I guess I'll go ahead and show. There is stuff up to the top left and the top right of this map. Like, if you take a look at it, this area is just a gargantuan big rectangle. And yes, there are 2 areas we can go through on the upper left and the upper right. I will not be doing either of those yet because it's just more of a hassle than it is necessary, when in reality I could just wait and get something later. Also, you might remember we had this wall here hindering us, but now that we have speed boost, missile, bombs, you name it, we got it. We can blast through it. We could also jump up here, but yeah, I don't feel like farting around with that. Let's just go and press on to more impressive matters. Ooh, I like the cylinder. Hi. Oh, but if I go behind here, you can't see me. Ooh, where did I go? Oh, pfft. Anyways, I'm playing around, dude. I know it's a game, but come on now. Be serious a little bit. At least show some ounce of maturity. Is this that room where you can come up from the ground? And if so, is it visible via this X-ray scope? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is... Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and show this, because this will probably be the only time I show... Ooh, got some interesting crab-like enemies here. I love the noise that they make whenever you shoot them. If we powerbomb through this door here, I think it's going to take us to... Yeah, this elevator. And if we take a look, it says straight to Brinstar. Do you all remember that area when we first got power bombs? Take this elevator to go up to Crateria. Yes. In that area, we explored just about every single cavern, nook, and or otherwise door that we could go through while we were down there. There was one area we did not go to, and I have made mention of it a few times, that we could, if you continued going up, you could take an elevator and it would take us straight to Crateria, so we could skip out on going through that green grass growing or growth area completely if you didn't want to deal with that mess. But really, it wasn't too big a deal for me. Plus, we had to pick up some upgrades and what have you while we were on our way through there. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and press on to the right here. And the reason we held off doing this is, well, there's water and there's areas we can grapple beam, but we didn't have the grapple beam before. But now that we do, we get to listen to that beautiful music every time we have to pick up power-ups. Sweet. Oh yeah, little note. I'm pretty sure it was obvious, but yeah, those eventually will break if you swing from them for too long. But thankfully, it's not too bad to deal with. At least in general, anyway. Oh, yawn. Stop yawning, boy. It's the afternoon. You had plenty of sleep. I don't know what you're complaining for. It's not like this is super boring or anything. It's actually about to get really interesting because we're going into a new area. Finally. Finally! Dude! How many parts has it been? It's a bit of a scary question to ask, but this is part 12, so it's been about 12 parts. Well, maybe not 12 parts since we've been to a new area. I mean, we had to have gone to Crateria the first time for it to be a familiar area. I mean, it was a new area originally. Same with Brinstar and Norfair, but we're finally going to, take a look at our map, the wrecked ship. Now, out of every area in the game, this one will probably be finished up the quickest, because it's a lot like my hometown that I grew up in. If you blink when we travel through here, you will miss it. It is a very smallish area. Also, these enemies here you see, which I don't know the name of, future self, feel free to insert the name. Thank you, dude. This is the only time you'll see those enemies until we've done something, essentially. Those who have played this game already know, but I figure I'll try to keep it a secret for those who are just now watching this. Although, the odds of that happening are pretty slim, and it's not to say I lack complete and total faith in my ability to keep you all, what do they call it, not entertain, well, entertain's a word that you could use, but I don't know if you use it for me. Will you get it? Thank you, you're in the way, dude. Keep you intrigued, I suppose. I really can't think of the word, but I guess intrigued is going to have to do to want to keep watching, essentially. And the reason I say this is because I realize that, as of now, the Runaway guys are actually doing, or uploading, a run. Their run through Super Metroid, which I think they've recorded many, many eons ago, because they tend to be on top of things. So props to them for that. But it actually is quite an interesting little journey, because that journey is going to be the first time one of the Runaway guys has ever completed it. So it'll be fun to see that. If you all are interested, you can check that out. Also, I think Nintendo Capri Sun decided to go ahead and start doing a randomized run, of Super Metroid, so there's that going on too. Anyway, enough of me advertising for people. Thank you so much for watching. Love you bunches. Please don't chill swipe, and the next time we're going to go beyond this door, since we've defeated Ghidorah, because he's on a door. Yeah, that was even worse the second time. I should shut up now. See you all next time. Peace.